Let's go.
Hey, Cox.
Hi guys, welcome to Bass in Your Face here. And I'm glad that you guys want to take this interview with the Amen Bulletin. It means a lot for us because you guys mean so much to the scene, also where you guys come from. No, I'm gonna do this again because
No, you don't need to read that. Just let's just have a discussion. No, you won't need to read that.
Okay, all right. So I know you guys grew up together. You grew up in his record shop together. How was it for you to grow up with the music and everything that you felt like it, and how do you experience it during the years, during those 25 years, and the years are yet to come?
Yeah, I mean everything changes, and again, you could say things go around 360 they come back round again. So
yeah.
you know, it's like the guys that are on now, Raymondo and I Ching, they're playing full on jungle beats. You know, which it reminds me, reminiscing of the mid to late 90s. But wonderful. And what's great is, like, tonight was brilliant because I think everyone played their own little thing.
Yeah, their own vibe.
Their own style, and it was nice. And
really cool.
The people were here, the people are very open-minded to whatever you're playing.
Yeah.
Take into whatever you're playing. And
because you guys also had like a lot of MCs that went with you guys, you had on stage with.
Yeah.
Are there like moments you had like, wow, this was like a vibe that I can't forget, that's like drift in my memory forever, you know?
Yeah.
And then you had all the people behind us as well. Like, it felt like
it was kind of mad.
The 360 set, I mean, everyone was around us, like, the energy was there.
Just going mad.
Crazy.
No, it was great.
Such great energy in there.
Brilliant. And I was on for an hour, and Billy was on for an hour, and it was like
so quick.
The guys are behind me, ready to come on. I'm like, what?
I know.
Am I finishing already?
Yeah, it was a very big.
We've got round 2 tomorrow. Jungle Kittens.
Yeah.
Unicorn of the Jungle. That'll be good as well.
Yeah. Where's that?
Arnhem.
In Arnhem.
What was the day for you guys that your jungle career took off? Like, that was like my moment. It went like sky high, like bookings every weekend, every day what? Maybe.
It was a progression rather than what date it was. I don't think you can say, oh, it was this date. It was just a progression from, you go back into the hardcore techno bit era, breakbeat hardcore techno era, and you look at that, it's a continuation. I wouldn't say, oh, it was then when it's, you know, but I mean, really you could say 94 was like a jungle explosion.
Yeah, that was a lot of people say that.
It's kind of come out of hardcore and into, now it's got its own personality,
character, like the sound,
character and sound.
Frequently,
I would say 94, but it was So that's why I can't really say.
There's no pinpoint.
You know, when would you say?
Date.
Because it was a logical progression before that.
Because it's actually a beautiful thing if you see like metal, techno, like you said, like the electronic music also that got involved. Amen breaks, reggae scene. Okay,
it's like a big mixture.
It's like one big thing,
mixture.
Yeah.
Obviously the sub-genres as well, like so many sub-genres, like everything took influence from something else.
Yeah. It's like a great experience, like for where it come and what it's now actually.
Exactly.
It's a very
great. And you had, so, you know, I had my shop for nearly 25 years, and it's like, you know, that was like the internet, you could say. That was like that. And then pirate radio was very important.
Yeah.
Pirate radio was very, very...
That was like the hub of everything.
There was it still back in that time, like actually like pirate radio, like ships broadcasting jungle music also?
Well, no,
not like that.
Ships have had kind of fizzled out then. actual pirate radio on ships. So you're talking they're in tower blocks now.
Yeah.
You know, the pirate radio was, we were broadcasting from tower blocks.
And they'd have people like go up to the very top and like try and put a signal up there and not get caught.
I mean, it was, although it was great times to be on the radio, but it was scary. Because if you got caught, you could go to prison for that.
Yeah, or probably, yeah.
The government opened a department to get people like myself, just to get people like us. They opened a separate department, the DTI, Department of Trade and Industry. They opened a separate department to get the radio stations, take them off the air, which was mad.
Because I think you had like
Because if you got caught, you're going away for a long time.
Did you had like a lot of friends, you and people from your family that you had like go to visit in prison just because of that?
There was a few people that went in prison. There was a few people, but
they had to keep moving locations as well, didn't they? Just to stay.
When the studios became a safe house, when they started to microlink the studios. So the studio, then you'd have where the aerial, where it goes out, that link there would be microlinked. They they learned how to microlink, so the studio would become a safe house, rather than the DTI would go around in the van and they'd see, oh, it's there, and then you get nabbed. Now it's the actual aerial, not the studio, that will get nabbed, and then you just go and put another one up somewhere else.
Yeah. And
that would be microlinked. So it became a safe house.
Yeah.
But at the beginning it wasn't like that. It was scary.
Something more uplifting. What's the best moment you guys shared with
there's too many
online? Yeah, you had
too many. Just a few to mention. Obviously, we played. Well, my first ever set. He brought me on with him at New World Festival in Chelmsford, Essex, for Epidemic, and that was a mad experience. Thousands of people in the tent. We had Belly Man on our set as well. So that was a big moment. Obviously, my first ever set, and obviously had my dad there as well. It's really nice, and we've played at loads of great gigs. We did Glastonbury one year, Salad Carousel. We went on tour a few times, did a couple of tours, Canada. We did Cheeky Mondays in Amsterdam.
We done the big room together in Cheeky Mondays. That went off.
Yeah,
2,500 or whatever for a Monday night. So
it's crazy there. I see some interviews and some videos online.
And you're there again next week, right?
I'm there next week.
Yeah.
And I'm at the Jungle Weekender as well.
Yeah, it's in Amsterdam also. Yeah, a lot big
next week.
Yeah, you're gonna meet a lot of old friends there again, I guess.
Definitely.
Great vibes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So what else have we done?
Creating good memories.
Loads. We've done loads together.
Yeah.
Still loads of stuff to come. So keep an eye out, guys.
What's one of the documentaries for each of one of you that you really love? Like you could watch over and over again a documentary like about jungle or drum and bass or electronic music.
So the new film on Stevie Hyper D. There's the new film out.
It's called Hyper. The story of Stevie Hyper D.
It will be coming here soon. It's right now as we speak. They're talking about having it screened here in the cinema.
Awesome.
So
I'm looking forward to
a couple of places. So
it's unreal. Honestly, the progression of everything. It's obviously about Stevie Hyper D's life, but
there's such an influence on the MCs of today, and
exactly, and it's
big influence.
It's not just about him as well. It's about the whole of the scene, really, like the progression of the scene and everyone, like the old school lot, everyone who's involved from day dot, it's a really
real good insight.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I think a lot of people resonate also with him, what he's been through.
Everything.
Yeah.
Definitely. But in the cinema as well, when you watch it, like, it's not like watching a normal film. You know, you've got everyone singing in the cinema. Like, at the end of the film, everyone's raving in the cinema. Like, it's such a good
popcorn everywhere.
Yeah. But a lot of tears as well. Like,
I can't believe it.
A lot of different types of feelings when you watch it.
Do you guys have a top 3 favorite MC, or you're like, I don't want to discuss that question because I love every
too
MC?
Many good ones. Too many integral MCs in the scene as well. And you?
There's loads.
Do you guys do like jam sessions, like a cypher with only jungle?
With only
jungle music, like a cypher kind of thing, but instead of hip hop, you do like jungle music? Do you guys do something like that?
I have done a couple of things. They'll be out soon. For Killer Keller, we're doing a podcast, me, my dad, and MC Wiser. We're doing a podcast at the Arts Arcade in Piccadilly Circus.
Wow.
It's called Mix and Brew Podcast. Mix and Brew. So we love a cup of tea, obviously, brew. Oh. And, you know, we do a bit of mixing as well. So
you educated her very good. Wait a what for you are the crews that gets like the biggest shout out in the year 2024? Like they did a lot to support the scene this year. 2024. I think
again, there's too many people really.
Yeah.
It's like,
let's skip that question.
The scene is like, it's full of little crews and little pockets of scene.
Yeah.
Not just in England, but all over the world.
Definitely.
You know, everywhere, absolutely everywhere. There's little pockets everywhere.
And
it's brilliant.
What kind of layout on DJ equipment do you prefer? Like, you prefer like vinyl, or you're like, I prefer USB?
You know what? I still play vinyl sets every now and again, but it has to be set up properly.
Yeah.
The good needle, the good,
all of that. Yeah. Sometimes
good wheel. Yeah.
They'll say, oh yeah, we've set it up properly, and then it's not, and it's like there's no point in bringing the records anymore if it's like that. So the setup has to be.
Yeah, because if that one has latency compared to that one, then your whole mix.
I mean, you know, when you're playing records, the sound of it, you can't beat that. It's just it's got guts.
Raw.
Proper guts, analog. You can't beat that.
Exactly.
But obviously, you can emulate it with the digital now.
That's great. I got a little more. Gonna turn my page. Back in the day, they made like mixtapes. You know, in the year 90s. Is there like a mixtape that you really enjoyed listening? Oh, no, I already asked that question. Sorry. Other question. What
mixtapes? Yeah, I mean, it was all about mixtapes. And when you look at certain places, like I could tell you now, like Canada, for example, Toronto. Toronto was built on those tapes.
On those cassettes,
They would boot the tapes out there, sell them, and people would get big out there from just those tapes because of those tapes.
Yeah, because I remember like RAW,
It was a complete advertising, you know.
Yeah.
Mad.
It was mad.
Crazy.
What are for you guys like the first terms that come in your mind when you hear like the word jungle or drum and bass?
Vibe, big vibe, energy.
Music.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah, community.
Yeah. And it's like escapism for people. We are everyone else's escapism. We are everyone else's socialism.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're making the world a better place like that, yeah. Like bringing that vibe and that energy, yeah.
Yeah.
We are everyone else's escapism. That's our award.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you still perplexed that the sample of the Winston Brothers developed a scene big like this?
Who'd ever thought of that?
Yeah.
Who'd ever thought of that?
It's like a circlet or an.
It's incredible.
It's an undescribable sometimes.
I mean, it's like, would they have ever thought that back then? It was mad.
Yeah.
It's just a track that they've done, and the breakdown. And we just took that breakdown and just bent it up and just
just go mad with it. Just do it's quite cool. They legalize it, that people could use it. It's a little bit of shit that I hope they don't forget them. That people still appreciate it. That they have like tributes to them. What is the wickedest sound you guys ever played on from sound system wise?
You played on some mad ones when, back in the day as well. In the 90s.
Did you add maybe like King Earthquake sound system, play jungle?
Which one?
King Earthquake.
There's I remember one reggae sound system I played in Birmingham, which was like guts.
Man.
Proper guts.
You could feel it.
To do with Love Injection, I think. And like their sound was like the system, like guts, proper sound. And then also the End Club, Mr. C's Club, the End. That was a really good. Well, it's closed now, but it was right in by Holborn.
Oh right, okay.
And the End, that had an incredible sound system in there. Yeah.
Then I want to thank you guys for this interview. It was very lovely to see you guys together and have you guys.
Wonderful. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you a lot.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Nice one. Brilliant.